Welcome back to another episode of the Grow Your Daycare podcast. I am your host, Christina, and today's episode is going to answer popular questions I have received throughout the years dealing with marketing, social media marketing, paid traffic, and how you can implement strategies, tactics, tips, tricks to boost enrollment and really reach more local families in your area. So one of the questions I wanted to start with is this. I'm already posting on social media. I don't need to be paying for ads. True, you don't need to be paying for ads. But chances are that if you are only relying on social media to advertise or market your program, your center, you're most probably not reaching as many people as you may think. You see, the algorithm keeps changing. So algorithm is basically Facebook's AI, its brain, the way it functions. And this keeps changing and developing throughout the years, like especially the last couple of years, we've seen huge changes. There's an Andromeda update with AI coming in and really taking away all of the, most of the ways we used to target clients before. This has totally changed the game. So yes, you can definitely just keep your social media to be, to hope that, you're posting and then you're hoping that people are going to find you. But if that is the only way you're advertising, then I want you to listen to me and listen real good. If you are not investing your time and energy understanding how the algorithm works, understanding how to show up, when to show up, what type of content to post, if you're not leveraging different types of content, so reels, carousels, videos, graphics, going live, like if you're not doing all of that, then you're not really advertising your daycare. You're just posting something randomly and then hoping that someone sees it, clicks, books a visit with you. And that's all that is. Like basically, there's no strategy behind just posting randomly on social media. And I say this because a lot of providers tell me, well, I don't need to invest in ads. I just need to post. And they quickly realize that even if you're showing up every day and you're posting and you're just putting content out there, it's really difficult to get noticed because the algorithm has shifted. These platforms, they thrive on engagement, on likes, on the content that you're putting out there, if it's resonating, if it's hooking the right people in. And they also depend on a lot on engagement, right? They want their viewers, their users to have a good experience. They want to keep them on the platform. So you have to be real good at not only creating content that speaks to your ideal clients, you have to leverage the right messaging, the right graphics. You have to know exactly how to target your local community inside your ad. So on the creative, so whatever that is, whether it's a picture, a graphic, a reel, you have to be able to do that. You have to leverage geotags and hashtags. You have to be able to go in local groups and engage with other locals so that the algorithm could pick that up and kind of connect you both so that when that person is scrolling, they'll get, the Meta will actually suggest that they follow your home daycare's business page, for example. So there's a lot that goes into social media. I wish it was as simple as just posting something and then getting a bunch of clicks and a bunch of phone calls, but it just doesn't work that way, which is why if you do have the budget to be investing in paid traffic, so Facebook ads, Instagram ads, even Google ads, I strongly suggest you get in the game of paid strategy, paid ads, just because it's going to take the stress off of you showing up consistently and posting content that, let's face it, you probably don't have the time to create every single day. Right? I'm pretty sure if whether you're running a center or preschool or even an in-home, you don't have every single day to be going in local groups and connecting with other people that you don't know and sharing content and recording reels and going on Canva and editing the templates. Like, I'm pretty sure you don't have all that time, which is extremely, it's a shame, especially if you don't want to be investing in ads because you're kind of spinning your wheels, trying to figure it out, putting random things out there and then quickly realizing like, wait a minute, this is not working, right? So I don't necessarily think you need to be investing in ads, especially if you don't have the budget for it. But you have to do a real good job at going in and engaging and leveraging all the content that I mentioned before, and really understanding how the platform works so that you can make it work for you. I actually have a workshop that I gave inside my school community where I walked all our members through all of this. So what to do every day, how to make sure that their post is seen by locals, and how to go in local groups, and how to leverage hashtags and geotags and all the things. I'll put the links in the show notes if you wanna access that. It is inside our school community, but I think it's gonna really kind of open up your eyes to how developed and how advanced these platforms are. Okay. The other question I get asked often is, well, I'm paying for ads and I'm getting a bunch of people reaching out, but they're not my ideal clients. They don't live close to me. I don't know how they found my ad. And they're not really people that have young children that are interested in my program. Like, why is this happening? So the first thing I want you to check is your ad set. So when you're investing in ads, you have your campaign. But the second part to the campaign is your ad set. That's where we go in and we target the people that we want Facebook and Instagram to show our ads to. Make sure that you are not leaving this open, right, to the entire world, because obviously we want to focus on locals that live like at least 10 miles around your area. So you can actually drop a pin by leveraging the address of your business, your childcare business, and then kind of move outwards towards there. So I would say 5 to 7 miles going out, I think is a good range, because that's going to allow Meta to study, to go out and find people that are interested in your program. And it's going to give it enough range, let's say, to go out. Even if it has to go out a little bit further, they will do that if they see that people are interested in what you have to offer, right? That's the first thing. The other thing I want you to look at is your actual ads, like the creatives, the videos, the pictures, the reels, the graphics, everything that you are using in your ads. You want to always make sure that you have your address on the bottom, the name of your business, because that's actually going to allow Facebook to, it's going to help it target the ideal clients that you're trying to reach, right? Ads right now, we do most of the targeting using our creatives, right? So it's really important that every time you create one of these ads, you either mention, if it's a video, you mention the name of your business, but also you write it somewhere in your ad, maybe at the bottom, your logo and just the address, so that the algorithm can pick that up and find locals to show this ad to, okay? And thirdly, if you're investing in ads and you're sending all the traffic to forms, then I want you to go in and kind of tweak the questions that you're asking inside your forms, because that's also something that can definitely help you attract the right type of clients in and repel those that are not a good fit. So you can ask a bunch of questions in the forms themselves. And why I love this is that because Facebook wants us to stay on their platform. So every time we're sending traffic to a landing page, a website, a booking link, for example, your ads get more expensive. So leveraging their form is it's a really good cost-effective way to reach locals, but also to kind of vet them, because you want to make sure that your people you're connecting with live close to you, have kids that could fit in one of your programs, and that actually need childcare. Okay, so you would ask a few qualifying questions, and if they answer correctly, then you can allow them to fill out the rest of the form, giving you their name, their phone number, and their email address. If, for example, they live too far or they have kids that are way too young for your program, you can actually just ask the platform to close the form, and that just sends them to your website, and it tells them that you're not an ideal fit for our program right now. And the more people fill out the form and the more people qualify, then that tells Facebook, hey, these are the type of clients I have to look for, because they're actually they kind of fit the client profile that we're trying to reach, right? So that's also something that's really, really interesting. So there you have it, you guys. 3 questions I keep getting asked over and over. If you have marketing questions concerning social media, paid traffic, and your childcare business, I will put the links in the show notes of my email. You can click on that, send us an email, and I will answer your question in an upcoming episode. Other than that, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.